Hello everyone, Krilichan here. This is week 8 of the European LCS and I'm here now with Amazing from the Copenhagen Wolves. So the game versus Fnatic yesterday was another one game for you, unlike your previous one, which was pretty fast win against them. So was that your troubles with closing out games, or have they improved much?
Well, it's a little bit of both. Obviously, we still have issues in closing our games and really getting the enemy jungler under control and getting Nashers, stuff like that. But they also seem to have good rotations. They went for an inhib, caught us off guard. Got an inhib turret though only. We managed to kill one guy or something like that. But they had really insanely good rotations. I think they improved. Some of the issues have been gone now, or are gone now. But I still think that they have ways to get back to their old level when they had the win streak, even though some of the games were still pretty close. But in general, yeah, they improved, but we also didn't really finish the game as we should have.
Yeah, tell me about that winning game fight when you came from the side with the Evelyn ulti.
Well, I just thought about engaging from the side because Evelyn is good at flanking and wear the Shorelas as well, or the talisman. We lensed the spot and just knew that they're in a vision. So we just took the chance, got the engage off because we were on their half of the map. So if that would have gone wrong, we still wouldn't have lost too much. And therefore we took the chance and took the fight and gladly won it. And
today you lost the game against Alliance, even though you had your super amazing Lee Sin. What went wrong in that game?
Everything. The thing is, we had a slow pushing bot lane almost for the entire laning phase. That means we continuously lost minions on the wave, but we still got pressured because they could kind of freeze it. They could get Elise ganks into it. So we lost a lot of pressure onto bot lane, which is usually our strongest lane, in my opinion. I didn't really have too much effect on that game. I didn't play too well. I got a Drake steal, but that's about it. My pressure was non-existent. And I'm the catalyst for the games mostly, in the early game at least. If I get the game starting, if I don't perform well, we lose. So I didn't play to my best, and hopefully that will. I really hope that it will improve the next games, especially tomorrow versus SHC. We hope to pull out a win.
And just now you played against Gambit, and you didn't ban Kassadin, which no one expected that. Why did you take that decision?
Well, we really thought we could handle the Kassadin, and we kind of did for the early game of the there was some issues with the minions on bottom. I don't know if it was Gambit's play or it was something else or just a bug or something like that. But Gragas came into the lane while the lane was pushing in the enemy direction, even though they last hit it. So that means I had to spend the entire third to fourth minute in the bottom lane, had to push it out with him. So I lost a lot of pressure onto mid lane, which could have basically been dives, been kills, been jungle invades, and I could have gotten ahead of Wukong, or we could have dove the Kassadin. So in general, that means we didn't have the pressure that we should have had on Kassadin. He got a lot of farm, he got a lot of XP, and in general, he just managed to really kill us in team fights. He cleaned up, he didn't even do too much, but the team comp was really good, their play was really good, so in the team fights we got destroyed, and Kassadin managed to pick up kills and managed to split push later on and kill us even more.
So despite the losses today, last week your Lee Sin was really something we don't see every day. What does it take to master the blind monk like that?
Well, it takes a lot of practice. You have to put in every day of your life basically into performing well on him, because Lee Sin is not a champion that you play sometimes and you're good at him. It's not like a non-mechanical champion, something like, let's say, Pantheon, Wukong or something like that, which can always perform with. Lee Sin just takes a lot of practice, and either you are completely great at him or you really suck at him. So I didn't have too much mechanical practice in the last few days on him. I didn't manage to get him scrims too much because people banned him for us. So that meant I lost a lot of practice on him, and that showed especially today when I felt completely uncomfortable on him towards Shook's Elise and completely got destroyed in my opinion. But yeah, you really need mechanical practice every day on him, and you really have to have the mindset, I'm the carry, I will do the plays, and basically I'm amazing. That's how you have to think.
Yeah, not insect, but amazing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a thread on Reddit today quoting Scara where he said that Lee Sin is a balanced champion. He's just like really high skill, and he doesn't need the nerfs because you have to be really good to make him work. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think that he doesn't need nerfs, similar to Skara, because the thing is that about Lee Sin, as we already said, he has a really high skill cap. So if you don't master him, as I already stated, you don't master him at all. You might as well drop him. It's similar to how Thresh works for the supports. If you don't master Thresh, you're bad at him. So he doesn't really need nerfs. He could use some tweaks, some maybe reduction or increase of his cooldowns or something like that. But in general, he's a balanced champion, and whoever doesn't master him shouldn't play him.
Last week you also played Nocturne, and now he has been nerfed, I guess, on the live patch with the fear changes. Do you think that will stop you from playing him anymore?
Yes, most likely. The thing about the fear nerf is basically that it puts you into a position where the RNG that used to be on the fear is now 100% the worst outcome. So that means the fear way. It's really bad for ganks because in most cases you won't have the ability to come from behind. You come in from the side and people are able to run away or basically get forced into the path they already want to run. That means his gank potential is really down. It may be good for team fights, but it's not necessarily good unless you fear the tanks or something like that.
What are your expectations about your match against Super Hot Crew tomorrow?
Well, we are at 1-2 right now in this week, in the Super Week, so we got to make it even. And we have a game plan, and we have the confidence, especially after the Gambit game, which we thought we played kind of well. We could have played a bit better, obviously, otherwise we would have won most likely. So in general, for tomorrow, we'll win and they will lose.
Okay, and any shout-outs you want to give?
I have shout-outs to give to my sponsor, obviously, and to Copenhagen Wolves, to Steel Series, Ubuntu, Cooler Master, and obviously to my fans out there that hopefully watch this interview and hopefully watch all the LCS games of mine and hopefully support me in the future as well.
Thank you very much for the interview. Best of luck in your game tomorrow.
Thank you.